Hey, what's up guys, AX here. Today I'm back with another video and I'm gonna be talking about my first time getting high, which is a pretty crazy story. So if you like it, like and subscribe, and let's get into it. This story takes off summer 2019. It was a little bit ago, but I was not experienced at all and I was not ready for this, and I took way more than I was probably supposed to. My cousin was down at my grandma's for some apparent reason, and she lives like an hour from me. My cousin lives 3.5 hours from me. This is the same cousin from the DXM Storytime. They came down here so we could go into Virginia for vacation. The drive for them to get down here, it was only like an hour because my grandma doesn't live as far as my cousin does from me. I lied to my cousin. I said I got high before when I didn't before this time. This was gonna be my first time, honestly, but I didn't want to be the weirdo and just seem like I never smoked before, and I didn't want to seem that because nobody likes that kid. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, my cousin brought a dab pen down from Pittsburgh to my grandma's house since he was coming down to here for vacation. I was just waiting the whole week for him to come down here. Oh my god, I was so hyped, but also so nervous because I had no idea how this shit was gonna go. Because I was a smoke version. I had no clue, bro. I didn't know how getting high felt. I was watching YouTube videos on what to do whenever I do get high. I was so freaked out, but so excited at the same time. So I was waiting all week for this moment, freaked out as all hell. But then he finally got there. Holy shit, I was like so nervous for this shit. I did not know how it was gonna go at all. So when my cousin got here, we were trying to find a place to go to smoke the dab pen. We could have easily just done it in the bathroom or something, but we just didn't want to get caught because we were two teenagers and we were nervous for our fucking lives. We went to this little like crossing bridge in between two cities. Like you get from my city to a different city. I'm not gonna say the names for privacy reasons, but it's like in between the two cities. Got there and I was just hitting the shit. God damn, bro, I was coughing like a bitch, bro. I could not stop coughing. I thought I was gonna fucking die, bro. I started coughing, bro. Like it felt like there was blood in my lungs. Like that shit fucked me up. And it was only the first hit. My cousin was trying to get me to stop coughing because he's already smoked before, and he knows the only way to stop coughing is to stop coughing, because you're just going to keep going and you could throw up from that shit if you do keep going. So by the time I was on like my third or fourth hit, I was gone. I could not fucking breathe, but I couldn't even feel this shit. Like I felt a little bit off, but I kind of just felt more of stupid. I didn't even really feel high because you know how it is the first time. It takes a while for it to actually kick in, but when it's in, you're fucking gone. We were walking back to my house and my cousin was high as shit, but I was like, is this really working? Because I didn't really feel that much. Like I felt stupid, but I didn't feel fucking high, so I was just thought it was kind of pointless. He was having a fun time, so I wasn't gonna ruin that for him, so I just felt kind of stupid. Like I felt fucking retarded. But then whenever we started getting really close to my house, I started having like uncontrollable laughter, and my dad was outside too. I just looked at my cousin and started dying of laughter with no reason. There was nothing funny, but then we both just started looking at each other and dying of laughter. We had no reason to be laughing. We were just laughing our fucking asses off for no reason. At this point, I knew I was fucking gone, but I had to put on a straight face because I was not trying to get caught. And you know the fucking anxiety when you think you're gonna get caught off weed, you start getting fucked up, like really messed up. We went inside and I just felt like this large ass vibration coming over my body. Like I felt like my whole body was vibrating. I felt I was in one of those massage chairs. I could not fucking like move. I could not walk around normally. I just lay down on the bed and not move because literally I felt like everything was vibrating. I felt everything was shaking. I could not do shit because I was fucked up. Like I was fucked up. And my cousin was obviously mad. He was like, bro, you gotta act normal. You gotta get your shit together because we were about to leave for vacation. We went outside to get away from my dad and my grandma so we wouldn't get caught. And we were about to leave for vacation. Keep this in mind. So our car was, instead of being out front, it was right by the neighbors. The neighbor comes out and asks about the car, and I was trying to explain that we were about to leave for vacation, but it came out so stupid. I sounded like I was autistic. I was like, we're about to leave for vacation, and so that's why it's right here. Oh, and and I just kept stuttering and I could not spit the words out. So my cousin just had to say it for me because if he didn't, we would have been fucked. I was sitting in the car with a blanket over me. I was not trying to do anything because my whole body was shaking. Everything was vibrating. I kept going through my phone and it just looked like a rainbow pattern. Like my phone looked like a fucking gay pride parade flag because it just looked like it had like a rainbow pattern pouring over everything. I was just swiping through apps just because the color looked so beautiful. So apparently my dad didn't know anything about it, but he kept looking back at us. So we thought, but we were just being paranoid because we were both high as shit. But we were both being really paranoid, and we thought he was looking back, so we just kept covering our eyes and looking down at our phones. I was listening to music, and every song was so fire. Like, I was listening to Oprah music, and it sounded like the best fucking music I've ever heard. At this point, we just both went to sleep because we were high, tired, and we didn't want to get caught. And we thought my dad was catching on, but apparently he had no idea. So we just went to sleep until we finally got to Virginia. I don't know if you've ever had the feeling, but like after, I still woke up and I felt high. Like, I woke up high from being high, if that makes any sense. When we finally got there, we unpacked all of our stuff into the hotel, and then we went off on our own because we were teenagers. My dad didn't really care what we did because he didn't think we were doing anything too bad when we were. I'm sorry, Dad. But the cart was dead, so we had to go to the boardwalk to get a charger, and we did like the old classic way where you cut it off and put the 2 wires on it to supercharge it, if that makes any sense. That took like 30 minutes of our day. That shit took so long to get there because we just had to walk there from our hotel, and it didn't seem that far of a walk, but when you're both high as shit, it seems fucking way longer. Then we went to go get ice cream, and even though that ice cream was only vanilla, holy shit, that's the best ice cream I've ever had. It was like so in detail and in depth. Like, I felt everything, and every last taste of it. That was the best food I've ever had to this day. Whenever we were done with this, we went to the beach, and everything looked like it looked like it was a really high-tech camera. Like, it looked like one of those really good cameras. Everything was so in detail. It was so amazing. After this, we went to the beach, and I didn't have any shoes on, but holy shit, the sand felt so nice on my toes. It felt so amazing, but I was getting scared because it started getting a little bit dark out, and we were right by the ocean, and I saw way too many fucking horror movies and Jaws for that shit to happen. But my cousin wanted to get in the water, and me being the amazing cousin I was, and all the sacrifices he had to fucking make to bring this shit down here, I got in the water with him, and we started fucking up waves, bro. Those waves tried picking fights with us, bro, and we just started swinging, bro. We were fucking those waves up one by one, on God. After we fucked all those waves up one by one, we were ready to get out of the water, and holy shit, it was cold as fuck. Like, it was freezing. I thought I was gonna freeze my ass off, but it was worth it because those waves were not talking shit for the rest of the trip. Then it got to nighttime, and this could be a story time on its own right here because we were in the hotel and we were both laying down, and my dad was in the bed right beside us because we were in one room and there was 2 beds. Me and my cousin were on one bed, and then it was my dad on the other. We had the amazing idea, since it wasn't weed, he couldn't smell it, so we started smoking the cart right beside him while he was sleeping in the bed right beside us. Like, if he woke up at the wrong time, he would have saw smoke all in his face and been suspect as shit. We were smoking, we were having a fucking fun time, but then my dad did wake up. Luckily, there wasn't smoke in any of our fucking mouths, and he turned the light on, and my lights were red as shit, so my cousin was like, yo, put your head down, put your head down, put your head down, act like you're sleeping. My dad came over. He didn't look me in the eyes because he was sleeping, and he just woke up. He was tired as shit, so thank God he didn't look me in the eyes, and my eyes were fucking red as shit. Oh my God. At this point, we thought it was over, but then there was a problem. I couldn't fucking connect my AirPods because I was too fucking high to do that shit, and it just wouldn't work, and I ended up waking my dad up again. He was like, why won't you put your AirPods in? Why won't you put your AirPods in? I was just like, I didn't have any idea on how to connect them. So at this point, we just went to sleep. We almost got caught twice, and we weren't trying to do this shit anymore, so we just fucking passed out. We didn't sleep for that long because this was our last day in Virginia, and we stayed up pretty late, so we just said fucking got up hella early. By day, I mean the last full day, because we were there for half day, the day after that. So to start the day off, we didn't really do anything because we couldn't really do anything in the morning because we were with my dad, and we went on rides and shit. We didn't really do anything too crazy in the morning. Then after we went on a few rides, we started heading back to the hotel so we can drop our shit off and change and all that. So after we changed, we want to go back down to the beach so we can smoke again. So as we're going down, and we're like going down to the beach, and we're on the beach, nobody was there because it looked like it was about to rain, so everybody wasn't there because the beach was closed. There was no lifeguards, so we thought it was just gonna be us at the beach. We didn't think anybody was coming at us down there. So as we're smoking that shit, guess who comes up behind us? My fucking grandma. My fucking grandma comes out of nowhere, and she's just like, what are you guys doing down here? I try hiding the smoke in my mouth and shit. I'm like, nothing's going on, nothing's going on. Then I hide behind a fucking trash can to blow that shit out everywhere, bro. And then my cousin stalls for me so I can fucking just do my own thing and fucking catch my breath for like 5 seconds, because Jesus Jesus Christ, I thought my heart was gonna fucking explode. But I love my grandma. She's an old ass lady. She doesn't really understand. She understands, but she doesn't know when you're high. She can't really fucking tell because she's an old lady. That's what old ladies do. When I come back, she asked where I went. I said I went to go take a call or text somebody back. I forget what I said exactly. It was one of the two. So as I'm talking to my grandma, my cousin, this fucking idiot, the same trash can I went to go blow the smoke out of, he goes behind, crouches behind, and takes hella hits of the fucking pen. Like an idiot. I don't know why he did this. I don't know what was going through his mind, but he fucking did that shit for some reason. He's taking big ass hits, leaving hella smoke clouds fucking everywhere when I don't know why he's doing this shit in the first place, because it was a fucking terrible idea. I wouldn't do it personally, but I don't know what goes on, and this man said. So whenever he's done, he comes out from behind the trash can looking stoned as shit. That man looks so high, but my grandma's old. She didn't really realize. She doesn't know shit like that because she's older. If she was in her fucking prime, she probably would have definitely realized, because that man looks smacked. So at this point, it's like 7 to get into 8, and we're fucking both tired as shit. We're sitting on the beach with my grandma. We're just listening to her random stories because they sound fucking 10 times better when we're high. It was like we're listening to the fucking best stories ever. It's like we're watching a fucking action movie. So we're listening to her go on and on and on, and we're completely fine with it because it sounds so fucking amazing. Like, these stories were so fucking good. I don't even know why. I don't even remember what they were about. I just remember being fucking in awe about how amazing they were. Then I just stare into the fucking sunset. Holy shit, the sunset looked so fucking amazing. It looked like I was looking at it in a 4K camera, and the sand, like the texture on it was so amazing. It just looked like there was a bunch of squiggly lines around everything, and it just looked so fucking cool. Now that I think of it, it looked like I was looking at a fucking painting. Like, it looked like the morning starry night. That's the only way I can really explain that shit, but it was the most beautiful thing I've ever fucking seen. I don't mean to sound like a hippie or anything, but holy shit, that was fucking amazing. So at this point, we go back to the hotel because we're both tired as shit and high as shit, and we're fucking gone. And we want to just pass out before my dad gets there so he doesn't fucking interrogate us, and we want to do it while my grandma's still there. You know? So as soon as we get to the hotel, we just completely pass out. We were fucking done with the day, but then I wake up the next morning, I still feel fucking gone and shit. I don't know why. I still felt like I was fucking wasted. So then I wake up the next morning, I had an option between two things. I could either go bike riding or go to the beach, and I was fucking done with the beach at this point. I've been to the beach way too much, and I still felt high as shit, and I don't know why. I just had the fucking need to fucking ride a bike. I don't know why. But my cousin didn't want to go biking, so instead he just went with my grandma to the beach, and I went with my brother and my dad to go biking. It's his choice. I don't really care. I didn't really care at the time either, but it's whatever. I went biking for a little bit. I fell a few times. I know I fucking hit my leg really hard the one time against a fucking flagpole, and my dad was just sus as shit. I could tell he was fucking, he knew something was up. He just didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? That's basically the end of the story. There's nothing really more to it because we went back to Pennsylvania from Virginia where we were on vacation. My cousin stayed with me for a few more days, but nothing really else happened because there was nothing left in the dad pen, so we couldn't really smoke. So that's basically the end of the story. If you made it this far, thank you, because this is a longer story time than my other two, because there was way more detail in this shit and there was way more to tell than my other two story times. So if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe to whoever's seeing this. I appreciate you making it this far, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace. We get drunk, so what, we smoke weed, we're just having fun.